You know, when I heard this news story this morning coming out of Paul Begley, I'm like, hell yeah, dude, I have to air this. Because this is something that I heard about a year and a half ago. Well, anyway, it's called the Arc of Gabriel. The Arc of Gabriel. It's an ancient ark that God gave to Gabriel, and he was told to bury it. And they unearthed this the Arc of Gabriel just about 2 years ago, just under 2 years ago, and they unearthed it in Saudi Arabia under a church. And as soon as they unearthed it, it immediately, and I mean immediately, vaporized the people, the three workers that unearthed this thing. It was like a plasma discharge. And it was such an explosive discharge, get this, that there were thousands of outlookers looking on the church outside praying, and a fucking crane fell down and smashed and killed dozens of people. And there was complete panic and everything else, and they had no idea what created this massive explosion. Well, anyway, they tried one more time. They sent down 6 priests. 6 priests were sent down to try to get this thing out of there. And they too themselves were vaporized. So they were like, okay, now what do I do? So then they brought in Kirill, which is the head of the Russian church. And the head of the Russian church, Kirill, of the Orthodox Church, said a prayer to like some dirt. And they took this dirt and they put it into a box. And they picked up the Arc of Gabriel, set it into the box, and then it was good to go. The box was immediately put onto a cargo ship, and it was escorted by Russian destroyers. Now, the Russian destroyers were loaded with Spetsnaz, and you had Kirill. Kirill was aboard the actual cargo ship with the box, and they made their way down to Antarctica, and they buried the box in an undisclosed location. Spetsnaz was there to guard it. There are pictures of Kirill standing out there with penguins at his feet. You know what I mean? As he's sitting there petting the penguins. And a lot of people said, well, he probably went down there to go view Nibiru, bury the Arc of Gabriel in an undisclosed location. But just before they buried it, there was an Orthodox church down there, the only church in Antarctica. And they said a blessing in this church with the box in the church. It's a little wooden church down there. It's in a highly classified area. They showed it on RT News, them blessing this box and them blessing, you know what I mean, doing a blessing on it in this church, this Orthodox church, this only church. And then after that, then they shut off the cameras, and then the box was buried. I repeat, the box is buried, and Russia knows exactly where this is. So this dates back to pre-Bible. This dates back to Muhammad. This dates back to the angel Gabriel. Well, if you don't know anything about the Bible, the angel Gabriel does sit at the side of the Father. So he is in heaven. He is the head angel. He is very, very good friends with Muhammad. So, and if those of you that think Muhammad and Islam is a ruthless, is a bad religion, you're wrong. You are wrong. The angel Gabriel and Muhammad were best of friends. Muhammad was a good person. So anybody that hates Muslims out there, you're wrong, dude. Right from the get-go, this is who they cherish. This is who their prophet is. And you know what? He was a good person. He was a good man. So there's no such thing in the Quran as if you murder a bunch of innocent men, women, and children, you're going to find yourself with 70 virgins. There ain't no such thing, dude. You know it and I know it. That's all fallacy. That's all lies. So, but the Arc of Gabriel, this is what Paul Begley was talking about. I can only imagine what he's going to talk about with his story about the Arc of Gabriel. So we'll see. So I love you, babe. Have a good day at work, and I'll see you at the music concert. So, all right. Well, anyway, I got to let you guys all go. I got to try to get my little guy up here. He's not wanting to go to school here this morning. So, but my little guy's got a music concert today. I can't wait to see that. That's going to be awesome. So, anyway, I love you all. So we're going to find out what happens here today. The missiles are on the move. So, Iranian missiles on the move. So they are surrounded the coastline of the Strait of Hormuz. Will they fire upon USS destroyers? We will find out. So, or will the USS Abraham Lincoln fire first and blow these motherfuckers? So, will the Strait of Hormuz remain open? We will find out. So, but there you go. There's breaking news about the Arc of Gabriel. If you didn't know anything about it, when I first heard the story of the Arc of Gabriel, it blew my mind too, but it wouldn't surprise me in the least. You know, because I've seen some crazy shit in my day. I've seen two UFOs. I've heard the fucking sirens from God, dude. It was so loud that when I heard the that sound from God, dude, it was loud as fuck. It like shook my house. All my neighborhood fucking people were standing out there in the streets staring at this thing, listening to it. It was so loud that my son, when he used to go to elementary school, they were sitting out there trying to have fucking recess, and they all heard it, and they're all like, what the fuck is this sound? Yeah, apocalyptic sounds being heard. Some people think it's God. Some people think it's the Nibiru system entering into our solar system. Use your imagination. It is whatever you want it to be. So, as always, I love you all. So, crazy days we're living in. The Arc of Gabriel. So, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. But there you go. There's the truth about the Arc of Gabriel if you didn't know. Well, now you know. So, peace out and love as always. From Fargo.